Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Extreme Garage Makeover Home Edition. I'm your host, the Handyman. If you're new here, this is the #1 home improvement YouTube channel in the entire world. Now, those of you who are a little light in the loafers, you're very, very concerned with my safety and my protection. We operate on safety third. Now go fix yourself an apple martini, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So this is a massive 2-car garage. It's extra deep, it's extra wide, it's old. Most people would think it's an electrical nightmare. We'll get to the electricity over on this wall and this wall in just a second. I want to give you a quick tour, show you what's here and what the future plan is for this massive garage. There are some really quirky things out here that I think some of you might be interested in. These garage doors are the last item on the priority list. They are only 8 feet wide. If you fold your mirrors in, you can actually sneak a full-size pickup truck in here, as well as full-size SUVs, but it's not ideal. You have to come in low, and you only have a little bit of room on each side with mirrors folded in for full-size SUVs and trucks. Smaller crossovers don't have as much of a problem coming in. But these are only 8 feet wide. 9 feet is optimal. So we've got room over here, 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 and over there. This used to be a mechanic shop, I think. So we have shelving here, drawers. We have all these numbered compartments. Now what else we have? We have this mysterious trap door in the floor. I do not know what's in there. It could be a body, it could be buried treasure, or it could be where they drained oil. Don't know. Shelving, lots of wiring everywhere. There is a ton of lights and receptacles everywhere. So outside up there is a security light, and you plug it in. That's how you turn the light on, is you just plug it in. This here is a giant loft in the middle of the garage. We're gonna finish this entire garage, as in it's gonna have insulation, new electric, and drywall everywhere. They're even getting a new slab. This is something kind of quirky. We've got some very old cement, concrete over here. Then all of a sudden, for this side, there is flagstone. It's a flagstone garage floor. Looks kind of cool, but it's all up and down, and anyways, I don't know how old it is, but it looks pretty old. But yeah, there's a flagstone floor on half of it. This is another quirky thing here. That room over there is the next big project, but I'm in the demolition phase. I've got a dumpster here, so that's why I'm also demoing the garage and then going straight into that room and demoing that room. We don't know what's down in there. It's a big crawl space that's down in there. Any other quirky? Oh, here we go. We have an old, what is this? Montgomery Ward trash compactor to the ceiling with pulleys on it. They use it as some sort of hoist at some point in time. You can also see we have old insulation on the ceiling. We're going to leave that there because the new finished ceiling height is going to be these 2x6s here. So we got 2x6s going all the way across. We're going to be putting more framing in, just like you see here, across these 2x6s to hold the drywall. This post is going away. This post was installed just to support this loft and whatever was on this loft hanging from the rafters. See how this works here? This is, first of all, this is a hollow core interior door. There's this lock here. So this is going to be replaced with a real exterior door. This is how you get into the house. That's going away because that's going to be turning into a master bedroom. And you probably already saw the video where I put a new back door to the house on. So here is some of the electrical stuff. You can see some has already been removed. Something came up out of here, which looks like was new or newer. But this is a very old sub panel. We've got wiring that just goes everywhere. Everywhere up there. You can kind of get an idea. We've got a whole bunch of switches. Everything's going to get completely removed, and there's going to be 1 or 2 circuits. A 20 amp GFI circuit will come out here. I think there's going to be 1 for the garage door opener and 1 for an electric car. A future electric car charging station will be out here on one of these walls. All right, I just discovered something. It's about 92 degrees in here and rising. Could easily get to 100 degrees in this garage. They have an old swamp cooler that has been disabled. It's in that room. I'm eventually going to be removing it. I think I'm going to try to hook up the swamp cooler and I might be able to cool this place down. I don't hear any water run. I have to go trace the end of this and see if there's another shut off. Okay, I got the water turned on. This is a float switch right here. Ooh, yeah. See how it floats up and turns off. This is the water pump. Pumps water all the way up into here and starts dribbling it down through this matting. This matting actually doesn't look in that bad a shape. They can get real nasty. You're probably wondering, well, how well does this cool? Ooh, well, that's something I gotta keep an eye on. Is this belt? That belt, ooh, pretty loose and pretty ratty looking. So does look like it's lubed up. There's little lubrication ports on each bearing on each side. Anyways, what's the delta T? The delta T is 20 degrees. That is dependent on the humidity outside. What's the humidity outside? So the lower the humidity, the colder air this pumps down. It's kind of crazy how it works. I've tested many of these with a laser thermometer and you can get 20 degree difference. So it's 90 out, you're putting out 70 degree air. Swamp cooler putting out 73 degree air. That's crazy. So we got a delta T of about 20 degrees. Can opener. So as I'm demolishing this old workshop, I get a knock on the garage door. It's the neighbor. The neighbor, basically, he told me the history of the guy who worked out of this garage. This was his workshop. And as you know, I'm tearing things apart. I'm looking, you know, he laminated this thing together, made that super solid workbench. I don't know if that swamp cooler is going to keep this sauna down. I think it's in the 80s, upper 80s right now. So what do you guys think is in this trap door? At the end of the video, we'll be opening this trap door up and seeing what's in there. See if there's any treasure, any bodies, or just oil. I don't know. If you're like 70, 80 years old, why would you have one of these in the middle of your garage floor? Apparently, once upon a time, this is where the old guy stored his hammers. Look at the size of those nails. Dusties. All right, we're on to the last wall before we go to the loft. This is a crazy, crazy situation. There is a wood stove on the other side of this wall that I have to take out. This is the chimney for it. And up there is ductwork with an electric fan in it that pumps the heat from that room into this garage. Pretty sophisticated system. 1955. This cabinet was put up in the 50s. 1955 to 1958 for a telephone answering equipment. Wow. Things you find taking apart old houses. Shotgun hats, link in the description. They don't come this dirty. You gotta get them dirty. Good occasions, work occasions. Ooh. This is an 85-pound sledgehammer. Coming out pretty quick. I want it to come down on my head. Time to take this post out. Got a sledge, in case it takes a sledge. And I got this hammer. I'm just gonna tap it over. We reduced the weight hanging by a lot. So I expect this, I don't know how they did it. We're just gonna see if it, no, that thing ain't moving. So I'm not sure if this is glued, if this is nailed. I didn't move it all. Okay, what the heck is in this thing? Get me clipped up here, mic'd up. Hopefully something doesn't come flying out at me. Freaking hand reaches out. Whoa. Whoa! Boom!